Hey everyone, my name is Brandon, and I found out what's a better way to start off my journey than to tell you how it all started and why I do it, and basically on how the art of the unknown pretty much led me to me dropping out of college and me becoming who I am today. It's very scary, especially when we came up in a society and we have parents and you know we get to a point where we're brought up in a school system and it's like as soon as we come to that graduation point near, it's like we gotta find out what exactly do we want to do. A lot of pressure, man, a lot of pressure that comes in between our way, especially when we look around. And basically how me following my heart basically made me make some of the most scary and if you told me 2 years ago that I'll be in this situation right now where I'm able to create films and just to tell stories and give people that perspective, I probably would look at you crazy. Especially when it first started about like 3 years ago. I remember being in California and that was the point that really changed my life. And it's very funny because I moved all over the place as a kid, but for some reason, that special moment in time when I moved to California, I was able to see my dream right in front of me, if that makes sense. And yeah, it's very different. I just remember seeing like the whole environment and seeing the people, the mountains and things. That was my first time actually like looking at mountains. And for some reason, like I had a hotel room that was right next to the Pixar studios. For some reason, man, me seeing Pixar is like my childhood. Especially when I used to watch Toy Story and Monsters Inc. And for some reason, man, at that moment in time, it didn't feel real to me. It felt like it was a dream. I didn't think it was actually real people behind being creative and, making that type of work to affect people's lives and just to do different things versus what I always seen. It's pretty much always work, get a job, find a mate, have kids. You work for about 20, 30 years and then pretty much die. And that was pretty much like the only route that I seen. When I seen Pixar, it's kind of like this creative switch that went off in my body. Things that was always in me, but I never got the chance to really awaken those things and understand those things. And me making all these outlandish decisions to follow my heart and be creative and to not pursue school, even though college was a very different place for me because I was doing good at it. I pretty much had like a 4.0 GPA. The thing is, I never really got anything out of it. I basically, from there, man, I just followed my heart. Everyone was against me. Just making certain decisions in life. And I don't know, man, just to be creative and to find this place where I am now to chase freedom. And I feel like that's a very tricky thing because freedom is something that we all possess, but yet it's so easy to give away. It's so easy to forget about. It's something that's completely free, but at the same time, society is kind of takes you away from that. It's like we never really have time to think, to figure out what exactly like we like to do. And I just remember, man, being at that certain time where it's like I had to find out what I want to do, but it's like I didn't even know who I was yet, which is kind of crazy. Every day, it's like you go around facing fear every day. Every day you look fear right in the face. And I remember even being in public speaking class, and public speaking is like the number one fear that's a part of this world. And I remember like just standing up in front of like a class, and I was always like a quiet kid. I was always very introverted. To see like those values and things come out, that power within myself, the way I live my life now and the path that I've chosen, the people I've been able to affect already. And to even share that whole perspective with, that's the reason why I pretty much created like this channel. Especially for like like it's one person in particular who I made this channel for, is to just to give them as like a reminder on like, you know, life, and to pursue life like how you want to pursue it, not based on how the world wants you to pursue it in a way. And yeah, it's really crazy. And you would think that being uncomfortable and looking fear straight in the eyes every day will be exhausting and draining, which it is, but it's pretty much like the best decision I've ever made in my life. Things I've been able to get, the places I've been able to go. It's very fulfilling in a way. And even at this place where I am now, I'm in a very vulnerable and uncomfortable place right now. But I live by it. The thing that's crazy about it, like a quote that I stand by every day, a quote that I came up with, is like, I might not always understand in the present moment, but as time goes on and I look back, I can always connect the dots and it makes complete sense. So to create these films for you guys and to give different perspectives, to tell a story about my pursuit of the unknown is breathtaking. So to see where it goes next, who knows? I guess that's just for something for me and you to see.